Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss. And today's bike vlog, I want to talk about kind of picking something you're comfortable doing. You know, I've had many videos talking about picking your cardio, and the idea behind picking the cardio is doing something you're willing to do. Whether it's something you enjoy, tolerate, just anything that you know you can try and stick with. And that same concept should be looked at for any kind of weight training or free weights that you're doing. You know, when I first started, after doing, a month or two on the bike, I immediately started doing free weights. Maybe, I think about 2 months in, started incorporating free weights into the workout. And it really comes down to doing exercises that you can do and that you're comfortable doing. You know, I didn't start doing the push-ups until a year into my weight loss journey. Already lost fucking almost 100 pounds before I started doing push-ups. Because I couldn't do push-ups. When I was 367 pounds, I couldn't do a fucking push-up. I couldn't do one. You know, when I started doing the push-ups, I started with 5. I already lost like 70, 80 pounds. I could only do 5 push-ups because it wasn't something I was comfortable doing. It wasn't something I was used to doing. It was something that grew on me over time of practice. When I started working out, all I was doing, when I started the free weights, was bicep curls, the overhead shoulder press, and the lateral raises, you know. And I've progressed over time into a various multitudes, but that is the starting point I had. And those were all exercises that I've done in the past, I was very familiar with, and I could do them. And that's really what it comes down to. Can you do it? Does it feel comfortable for you? In the beginning, it's okay to not want to do the crazier, harder workouts because that could deter you. You don't want to go out and fucking run 2 miles full sprint, full energy, because the next day you might feel like shit. And then you're going to associate your cardio with feeling like shit. You should be trying to do something zone 2. Where you have enough intensity to where you're fucking sweating and you're getting tired, but you can still have a conversation. That's what zone 2 cardio is. And it's important to do that because it's going to be more sustainable over a period of time than blowing your whole load in the beginning and then associating that. Remember what I tell you, that fucking 90% of a successful weight loss journey is having the right mindset. And that comes down to that as well. If you're doing something and it's not comfortable, you're getting burnt out from it, you don't like doing it, it's going to be harder to maintain that. So the idea is really do the easier shit in the beginning. Do the shit you know you can do. If you can do bicep curls, do the bicep curls. If you can do push-ups, do the push-ups. But make sure it's something that you know you can do tomorrow and the next day. Because what's going to happen is 6, 7, 8, a year down the line, months, 6, 7, 8 months, a year down the line, you're going to be able to do those workouts so effortlessly and so nice, you're either going to increase the intensity on them, you're going to add more weights, you're going to incorporate harder and newer exercises. I have a lat pull down thing now. I didn't start with that. That was something I transitioned into. So it's really important to have, that good foundation, that good starting point. Because starting is very hard. Staying consistent, sticking with it, that's the key. That's the end all be all. But if you can't even begin, if you can't even start, you will never be consistent. So you don't want to scare yourself off. That's why I say, your diet, start working on the cardio. Start working out. Establish a good repertoire of routine for those first 2 to 3 months. Track all of your food. Start implementing your diet. Trying to do everything all at the same time, that can put that mental stress on you. And that's what we want to avoid. If you're stressed out mentally everything else is going to falter. So the idea is really laying that good foundation, making something so where it's, you know, you can succeed. And that's why I think, you know, starting off slow is the best method. Doing a cardio you know you can do, whether it's biking, swimming, walking, just fucking power walking with moving your arms, can be a very effective tool for weight loss. It can be very easy to start with. Maybe you start power walking and within a year you're fucking jogging. But you have to start somewhere, and it's easier to begin at something you know you can do. Low intensity, something where you're just building up a sweat, workouts that you know you can achieve and do the next day and the next day. And I promise you, if you do those and you stay, it's going to be easier to stay consistent because you're doing workouts that you can do, that you're familiar with, that you're comfortable doing. But you're going to, most likely, you're going to stay more on your course by doing it this way than trying to incorporate everything super fast and going to, you know, one thing, I see a lot of people make a mistake though. They'll get to the gym, they'll sign up for a gym, they'll go to the gym, they'll hit that shit hard. Fucking hour of cardio, blasting all these different weights. The next day they feel like shit, they're super sore. And then they don't go the following day either. And essentially, they've worked themselves out of it by going too hard, by beginning too strong. It's good to go strong and go hard and fucking have an intense workout. But not to the point where it deters you from doing another workout. Not to the point where it makes you feel like shit. You know, when I work out, I feel great. But there is such thing as doing too much, going overboard. And that's something I wouldn't really say if you're used to it. If you're already a year in, yeah, you can go really fucking hard and see great results and feel good. But if you're early on in your journey, and your body's not used to going crazy intense, and then now you're in all this pain, you know, the reason I don't do 7 days a week is because when I was doing 7 days a week of cardio, I had one knee where it was just fucking hurting. I would go up the stairs and it would hurt crazy. And this was definitely in the beginning. Who knows, maybe now I could do the 7 days and my joints and muscles have conditioned enough to where it won't hurt, but I enjoy having that other day off. Now, that being said, when I would do those 7 days, it would fucking hurt. And going up the stairs, it would hurt a lot. So I knew, I was like, okay, I need to back it off a little bit. And that's because it was in the beginning, you know, it's good. Like I said, it's good to want to go strong and be intense with it, but you got to be smart. You know, there's so much mental aspect that goes into a proper weight loss journey that people don't think about, you know, dedication, motivation, commitment, discipline. Those are all mental aspects. Those are all things that you convince yourself to do, to put forward. So the idea is have a good starting point, something that is sustainable, that's easy for you, and something you can build upon. You know, I started doing cardio 20 minutes a day. I started doing my push-ups. I was doing fucking 2.5 push-ups when I started. It's not about how hard you begin. It's about maintaining. That's what the weight loss journey is. It's about maintaining and keep going and not stopping. Well, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope you start your guys' weight loss journey day. Stay positive.